Dave the cameraman's feeling a little bit seasick. We're off, so can I call you Captain Mick today, Mick? We're going to be testing my skill up against DJI's active track skills, as I say, on the Mavic 4 Pro. Some life jackets on, let's get on the boat, get it warmed up, and we'll head out to sea. And what I might do later on, I might launch through the sunroof, and I'll probably catch it on the bow or maybe behind. And there you go, that was a bit risky, I would say, but at least we got the shots, at least the drone's landed. Mick, I want this boat. This is
now amazing. You're talking.
Oh, this is amazing. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video which we think is going to be full of risk. Now, I've got permission from the team at work to take the Mavic 4 Pro Creator Combo out. We all know that I'm the best drone pilot in England. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to find out why, I'll get Dave to pop a link to the description here to the video that proves that I'm the best drone pilot in England. We're going to be testing my skill up against DJI's active track skills, as I say, on the Mavic 4 Pro. The risk is we're flying at sea. We're going to be filming a £380,000 boat, which will be really, really exciting. And we're going to see who gets the best shots. So afterwards, you can put in the comments who got the best shots, the best drone pilot in England or DJI. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mark. I own a DJI dealership in Chichester. This channel is new. We launched it in November last year. I had a bit of a month off, so it's about 6 months old, and we've got just under 3,000 subscribers. Next week, I'm going to be giving something away, so now is the time to hit that subscribe button, because would you believe there's about 80% of you watching that haven't subscribed. So that's Dave in the car. We've got probably a 10-15 minute journey to Littlehampton Marina. We're going to see a super good friend of mine called Mick Mills, and he works with a lady called Nicola in the sales office. He owns a company called the Boat Shop Group, which is based in Littlehampton. They're like Parker dealers, they're Mercury dealers. I'll get Mick to tell you about everything. Super nice guy, super helpful. I've had lots of dealings with him over the years, and Mick's going to be taking us out on this huge Parker Monaco 110, I think it is. But again, he'll explain everything. Good thing about Mick is he's down the road from where I live, which is wonderful. But the other good thing about his company is they do brokerage, and they also do sales, service, and repairs. But they've also got like a canvas company, so they can make new awnings for boats, they can make boat covers, they can retrim upholstery. So really interesting business, and again, I'm sure Mick will share some stuff. So anyway, let's get going. Probably got about another 10 minutes in the car, and then we'll be at Mick's boat shop at the marina. Okay, so we're now at the Boat Shop Group in Chichester. This is a really good friend of mine, Mick. 20 years, haven't I?
20 years we've known each other.
20 years I've known Mick. We keep wanting to try and do some sort of collaboration together. Mick's got a beautiful boat that is actually for sale, so if anyone's interested in this £380,000 boat, do give Mick a shout. We're going to be featuring Mick throughout the video anyway, and at the end of the video, I'll pop all his details in. But as I say, he sells boats from what, £10,000 to?
Well, from 5,000 right up to £500,000. So we cover a wide spectrum of boats based in Chichester Marina and Littlehampton Marina.
So he's very well experienced. I can vouch for Mick and Nicola in the sales office, lovely people. We're now going to go to the Parker, so let's get some life jackets on, let's get on the boat, get it warmed up, and we'll head out to sea.
Let's go.
Okay, so we're all set, all the engines are warmed up. Mick's just going to do the lines. It's pretty blowy, to be fair. We're hoping the weather's going to change, but hopefully it will, but we'll see when we get out to sea. We may have to take the ND filter off that we've got. We're going to pop the flip up. We'll have a little chat with Mick along the river before we get out to sea. So the next footage you see on the video will be the DJI flip. We're off, so can I call you Captain Mick today, Mick?
Call me Captain Mick if you like.
I really appreciate you taking us out. This is beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's Parker's flagship model.
Yeah.
So,
and what I've noticed is there's no vibration in the cab because of the engines.
Yeah. Bearing in mind that's 600 combined horsepower.
Yeah.
Via two V8. So yeah, it is very, very smooth and quiet.
And how fast will this go?
40 miles per hour.
40 miles per hour. And what does it weigh?
6.5 ton.
Wow. So what's that equate to money then? So at flat out, how much fuel will it burn?
Oh, we don't tend to talk about that, Mark.
No. Is it expensive?
But it will use 90 litres of petrol per hour at about 20 miles per hour.
Fine. Yeah. So it's
So
about,
half speed, it's
So it's 150 pounds an hour.
thereabouts.
Yeah. But it's a
But
lovely thing.
for that money, you have, for example, got to the Isle of Wight from Littlehampton. So that's cheaper than some of the crossings on Red Funnel
Yeah.
for a group of 10 people.
And I said in the car on the way here, so your boat, you do brokerage?
Brokerage,
You're a dealer for Parker boats, which is what this is?
yep. Monterey boats,
Monterey, Mercury's or a Mercury?
Mercury,
Mercury,
Suzuki, outboards, SBS trailers.
yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a lot going on. We also manufacture, separate company, but it's a sister company.
Yeah,
Manufacture canopies, upholstery. So everything at Boat Shop is done in-house.
you do. Yeah.
Everything.
And
We don't
servicing
tend to
as well?
play. Sorry.
Servicing as well, you do?
Servicing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're mobile as well, so we attend the boat within a 100-mile radius. From Littlehampton, we would head to Poole as our furthest destination.
Very,
We've built
very
up a
good.
big customer base now, and we get a lot of repeat business.
Yeah, well,
Hence you.
I've
We've had a few boats.
had a few boats.
This
in
is your
over the
next
years,
one,
haven't I? No, I wish. I've got other priorities, sadly. And also I need more subscribers if I want a boat like this.
Absolutely.
But no, it becomes a problem. Not a problem, but it's an expensive thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But I think I need to earn some more money a year to get something like this.
You need a
It's
syndicate.
definitely a toy, isn't it? Or a syndicate. You should set up
Syndicate's a good way.
boatshopgroupsyndicates.com.
Yeah. There you go. I'll leave that to you.
But no, it's a beautiful thing. What I love about a boat this size, it just doesn't move. So when you walk around in it, it just doesn't move, does it?
Although we're only on the river, it's still quiet, smooth. It's just, it's like an apartment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a floating flat, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
so what'll be quite interesting. So, purpose of the video today is we've got this new DJI Mavic 4 Pro. It's super clever. It's got this active track features, but I'm old school, as you know, just the grey hair and how long we've known each other. So the idea is I want to ask the subscribers who gets the better footage, DJI's computer or me.
Okay.
So that's the purpose. I think what we do when we're out at sea, we'll have a couple of runs. We'll get the flip in before we go out to sea, if that's okay.
Yep.
The flip's a great drone, but there's no power and no speed with it at all.
Is that the one you've been racing?
That's the one there.
Yeah. You've been racing against the Range Rover.
That's right, yeah. But that's some really good fun with the YouTube. But you've got a YouTube channel as well, which is
Yeah.
Boat Shop Group.
Boat Shop Group.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you do loads of reviews and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, we do walkthrough videos, so you'll see quite a lot of content on there.
Yeah, brilliant.
Unfortunately, it's myself doing that, so you have to
You're
put
all
up
right.
with my
I
voice.
watch them all. I watch them all. So what I'll do, I'll put a link to Mick's YouTube channel in the description as well. This is going to look the part on the plane, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah. I did try some of our own footage with a drone of this actual boat on the way to the boat show a couple of years ago, and I did manage to crash it into a fishing boat.
Oh,
It
did
landed
you?
upright in the cockpit, so I managed to retrieve
Very,
it.
very lucky.
I've got that on film actually.
So
I'll let you
for
have a
us
copy.
today, it's quite risky. This is the Creator Combo, so it records in a really powerful codec, but it's all internal. So when we press record, it's all
Oh, so
actually
not on
recorded to the drone.
device.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So not the device. We'll do some screen recordings if the worst comes to the worst and we do lose it. But I think because it's got such a big bow, I think I'll be catching it upstairs.
Up
Can I
there.
walk on that? You can't walk on these.
You can walk on the white, but
You can walk on the white,
and
but
the
not-
edges of
Yeah,
the
fine.
glass, but maybe not in the middle.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, let's get this flip down. Let's get on the plane, get out to sea. Maybe more up 3 or 4 minutes out to sea.
Yeah, fine.
Find somewhere that's quite stable. Let's get the Mavic 4 Pro out, and then if we can talk to each other while we're flying, we use Dave as a spotter, and then I think we're going to get some really good stuff. It's just a shame the sun hasn't come out, but it's one of those, isn't it?
I think it will.
You think it will?
Yeah.
Okay,
Give
for
it
the purpose
50
of the video,
minutes.
Mick said the sun will come out. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get this DJI flip landed, let's get this boat out to some safe water, and get this Mavic 4 Pro in the air.
So Littlehampton Harbour on the Arun River, we're restricted by tides a little bit. As a guide, 2 hours either side of low water, you cannot use that harbour.
Why? 'Cause
especially with a boat
it's-
this
'cause
size.
the
It's too
sandbar.
shallow.
Yeah.
It looks like there's water right the way across, but actually on some spring tides, that's ankle deep.
Yeah.
So you cannot cross with something like this, which needs a minimum of about a metre of water
In a
just
metre
to
of
float
water, just to float. Yeah.
statically. So a little bit more would be nice, 1.5 metres, something like that.
It's a beautiful thing though, isn't it?
If you were to hit the bottom with those gearboxes on those V8s, you're into 10,000 quid.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What are the engines worth each to buy?
I'd say they're £30,000 each,
Each.
and then there's a bit of rigging, like the controls,
Yeah, yeah.
etc., and gadgetry to link them together.
Yeah.
So as a pair, they're 70 grand. And this boat's kindly been loaned to us for today by the owner,
Right.
which is very nice of him.
What's his name? We'll put it on video.
John.
John,
John.
you're a very nice
John
guy.
B.
Thank you very much, John
John
B.
B.
You are the man. Thank you very much. Beautiful boat, sir.
And yeah, so what we need is a bit of sunshine. She'll cruise at about 20 knots, 21 knots, something like that. And by cruise we mean that's the best, most fuel efficient speed for distance.
And what I might do later on, I might launch through the sunroof, and I'll probably catch it on the bow or maybe behind. There's no radar, is there? There's no aerials or anything on the boat.
There's one aerial.
There is one aerial.
Yeah.
Where's that? I better look out
Here.
for that. Okay, fine.
And
Yes,
a-
just
and
go
a
straight
radar.
up. So to launch, I think it's best if we can slow down to tick over, basically,
Yeah.
and then we'll launch and get going. So I think the first shots we'll do is me manually. The great thing about the Mavic 4 Pro is it's got 3 different lenses. You've got tight, wide, and super tight.
You can adjust those on the controller. can you?
Yes. Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see. You don't want to obviously use all your fuel, John, but it'll be interesting to see how it copes, because it's quite a fast boat, isn't it? For the size of it, it's a very, very fast boat, isn't it?
It gets up and goes.
Yeah. So we've got enough fuel.
Yeah, check the fuel earlier.
So 40 quid an hour like this.
Yeah.
This is nice, though, isn't it?
Oh, you could do this all day.
Mick, this is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's got all the toys as well, heating. Patio doors obviously all open up. I'll show you on the chart, Mark, where we are. Those squiggly lines are where the owner has been whizzing
It
around.
hasn't been that far, though.
It's a depth at 6.9 feet, so
Yeah.
it's not a lot.
Okay, we're now out at sea. We're just literally floating around. There's no speed at all. I love this drone so much. The camera quality is absolutely amazing. We've bought 3 batteries of this. The flight time is absolutely crazy on this drone. What I'm hoping to do is get 1 battery of me flying manually and the second battery of using DJI's intelligent flight modes. Once we've done that, Dave will just do an edit just to see if you can think. Obviously, we all know I'm the best drone pilot in the world. There's no risk at all. There is, you know, flying an expensive drone from a boat at sea always has its risks.
There's some lens on there.
Yeah, it's micro 4/3. So let's power this on. I believe the guys have been using this in the store with a Mini 4 Pro, because this controller works with the Mini 4 Pro as well. So we may have to relink it as well in a second. We'll make sure we've cleared the SD card as well, so we know all the footage we've got. We wouldn't want my footage being mixed with. We wouldn't want my footage being mixed with the DJI automated footage. So let's go here. Quite busy out here, really, isn't it? Quite a few boats. So searching for aircraft. Let's just power on the Mavic 4 Pro. What we're going to use today is I'm going to be looking at the screen quite a lot. Dave's going to be my spotter, and Mick can keep an eye on the drone as well, just so I can get the best physical shots I can. Be really interested to see how well this keeps up the boat as well, because it's not a slow boat, is it?
No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen record so we can see what's going on, so we can overlay that on the video. Screen record's now started. We're at 6K 25 frames a second at the moment. We've heard online that D-Log M is slightly better than D-Log, so today's footage we're going to film at D-Log M. We're flying manually in Pro mode, as I say, 25 frames a second, so we're going to try and get that shutter to 1/50th, and we're going to use the aperture to try and keep the E value there or thereabouts. And I think I'm going to go for a takeoff out the sunroof, I think.
Out the sunroof, go for it.
Nothing to lose. Right, so here we go. So let's hold the drone up. I'm going to activate the propellers, and go up. And that's it, the drone's up. So let's press record. I'm going to sit next to Mick. We're going to be going right, Mick, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so let's just...
Any particular side of the sky?
Let's just put the drone in sport mode. Let's come back and we're going to start off doing some wide, just 2 secs, Mick. Okay, perfect, so I've got you. So what's going to happen now, Mick's going to turn the boat round. We're going to head towards Bognor Regis, get the boat on the plane. Oh, there's fenders. We're just going to get the fenders in quickly.
Let's do that before we put it on plane.
Very
Schoolboy
quickly.
error.
Okay, so Dave, if you can keep an eye on the drone for me. I'm going to be flying sort of FPV.
Ready?
Yeah, let's just come back a bit. Come down a bit. Okay, perfect. Let's just get you in frame. What a beautiful boat. Okay, so I'm just flying completely manually now. Mick's going to build up his speed, and what we're going to do now is get the boat on the plane. It's a huge surge of torque from the V8 engines. Okay, so we're in sport mode. So that's me tracking the boat manually. It's really, really smooth in the cabin.
That's 26 miles per hour.
So that's 26 miles an hour, yeah? So that's me tracking the boat manually. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this file and I'm going to go to 2.5 times just to see what we can get on that. So let's stop recording. That's 2.5 times. Now that 2.5 times looks amazing. So there's Dave, our cameraman and spotter at the back. So that's 2.5 times. What's the speed now, Mick?
25 miles per hour.
So that's 25 miles, that's just cruising, yeah? Beautiful looking boat. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the file and go 6 times. That's 6 times. And press record. Wow, look at that. That's 6 times shot. Oh, it's actually quite hard with the 6 times just to try and keep the speed matching. Just pop the camera up a little bit. Let's just roll round to the front. Just pop the camera up a little bit. And that's 6 times, tracking the Monaco, just off Littlehampton seafront. That's a brilliant shot there. What I want to do now is come round a bit, and I want to try and get a 6 times zoom in the rear engines. So let's pull round there. So again, all flying manually. There's them big V8s powering away. It's actually harder than you think, this.
I know, I've tried it.
Let's just pan the camera up a little bit more. You can see Butlins in the distance. Beautiful. Okay, so there's some shots I've got manually. What I'm going to ask Mick to do now is slow the boat down. We're then going to put it into the intelligent flight modes that DJI offer, just to see if we can get anything else. So let's just cut that file there. That's us stopping, pulling to a halt. Let's stop the file there. Let's just put that on the wide and just fly in. So let's just fly to the boat. That's fine, so that's there. Oh, camera down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to activate DJI's auto mode. So it's really, really simple to do. I'm just going to start recording. and we've screen recorded as well so we can show you this. I'm just going to draw a line around the boat, and it's given me active track spotlight. So let's try active track to start with. And the great thing about active track is we can then use the right joystick, isn't it, Dave? Or the left?
Spotlight only.
So active track. Okay, so this is DJI's active track. So if you wouldn't mind picking up a bit of speed, Mick. And what we may do is do some turns with this one.
Yep.
Just to see how good DJI's active track is.
It gets up quick, doesn't it?
It does get up really quick, doesn't it?
It's 25 already.
Yeah, it's a very, very powerful boat. So I'm tracking from behind, but I can't move it around, can I, with active track? So all active track will do is give me this.
Need spotlight to do that.
Fine. So just to confirm, all active track will do is give us this. Would you mind just doing a couple of left and right turns?
Yep.
So that's a left turn. But the drone's tracking it incredibly well. And just pop a right turn. Okay, what I want to do now, if we can, is stop the active track. If you want to come into another rest for me, Mick. So that's active track using 1x. What I'd like to do now is stop the active track, go into 2x, so use the 2x lens, which you can't use in active track, so you can only use active track using the wide,
Yeah,
which is super interesting. Okay, so let's do spotlight. Let's do 2.5x. Let's draw around the boat, which we've got. Let's do spotlight. So spotlight will follow it?
So spotlight won't follow it, but it will keep
But I
it
can
in
follow it.
view,
Fine.
And you just use your left,
Okay,
your
brilliant.
right stick.
So let's go spotlight, and I'm going to fly around it to see what we can get. And we'll go again if that's okay, Mick. Thanks very much. So we are in sport mode. I'm now flying round, so in spotlight mode I can actually go to the right of the boat, which is super cool. And again, this is 2.5x zoom. That footage looks better than what I could get, or I've got the more confident to get. So let's hold that there. That's an absolutely crazy shot. Look at that,
wow,
mate.
that's a ferocious shot.
It's good.
Can you take some stills while it's
Yeah,
there?
of course, yeah, we get some stills, yeah. So this is spotlight mode, which is definitely my favourite. I'm just using the drone to fly along the side of the boat, and it's doing everything. Mick, would you mind giving a right-hand turn? So I've just asked Mick to do a right-hand turn. Oh, look at that. That looks absolutely spectacular. And this is using DJI. Oh, look at Mick. You wait till you see this man. Absolutely stunning.
Still following, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
What a beautiful boat.
Hey, yeah, that's very difficult to do manually.
Yeah, very difficult to do manually, you're right.
Well, for an amateur anyway, like me.
DJI, you are so clever. And as Mick just said, that's like a brochure shot we just got then. Absolutely fantastic. And the most crazy thing is, the battery is still on 76%.
It's back over here now.
Okay, would you mind doing a right turn now, Mick?
That's what we just did, didn't we?
Yeah, another right turn.
Another right turn.
Look, Mick. Whoa!
Look at that, it's right there. Amazing.
Absolutely stunning. That is so clever. And that's using 2.5x. Okay, if we can slow down now, what I'd love to do is see if we can get any footage with the 6x zoom. Will it work on spotlight?
It will, yeah.
Wow.
Make sure you have enough distance.
Fine, so let me go and just make sure I know exactly where the drone is,
Did get quite close, didn't it?
which is just up there. These shots are unbelievable,
That one
like
showed.
really good. And what we're going to do for Mick is we're going to do like a little showreel of all the best clips we've got, so he can put it on his social channels. So we'll tag the social channels in the description, but make sure you look out for this video because I think it's going to be really cool. Right, let's stop recording. Let's pop it in 6 times. 6 times. Spotlights. Okay, so 6 times, which is there. Draw around the boat. It's let me do spotlight in 6 times, which is incredible. We've got enough height. Let's press record. If you don't mind getting going again, Mick, and let's see if we can get the same sort of shots in spotlight. So this is using the six times. Oh, it's lost it. It's lost. No, sorry. Keep going, Mick. Sorry. Keep going. So it has lost that. Okay, so it's losing it. So it's not exactly. So that's really interesting. So it doesn't work as good in 6 times. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to stop recording. I'm going to put it back in 2.5 times, which seems to be its sweet spot. So that's 2.5 times. Screw around it, press spotlight, which we've got, press record. Oh yes, look at that. Let's just roll around on the boat. And again, battery life is still on 68%, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I just screen record, so we've done all that, and would you believe we're still on 58 battery, which is absolutely fantastic. What I'm going to do now is just bring the drone in, see if I can catch it. It's going to be a long video, isn't it? And there you go. That was a bit risky, I would say, but at least we got the shots, at least the drone's landed. Let's get back in and just start reviewing the footage in the cab, just to see if we need to get any more shots. You're right, we would need a bit. So then I'm really pleased with them shots.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's the one I showed you, which is definitely the shot of the day, that.
Look at that.
So there's no way you can get them shots without DJI Spotlight. To save risk to equipment, and again, I'm under strict orders from the guys at work to bring this back in one piece. So far it is in one piece. Mick's obviously a brilliant boat captain. I think we've got enough, haven't we? I think if the sun was out. Okay, so we've been sitting here for about 30 minutes. Dave, the cameraman's feeling a little bit seasick. It is pretty flat out here at the moment.
He hasn't gone green yet, so we're okay for a little while.
But you know, I think we're going to call it today. You know, there's risk to the equipment. You know, if we're flying at sea, we've got some really good shots. The sun isn't coming out. Actually, saying that. Okay, so we are going to call it. We've been sitting here bobbing around for about half an hour. As I say, Mick's really a personal friend of mine as well, so it's great to catch up with Mick and spend some time with him. He's a super busy guy. It's a super busy place. If you are interested in boats or anything to do with boats, I'll pop Mick's details in the description. As I said, do give him a call. He's around, or Nicola's around, which is super helpful. Been a really good day.
It's been fun.
I am the best drone pilot in England. We all know that, but that DJI Spotlight mode,
Very impressive.
and them shots we've got are something else. So we'll call the video here, so thank you so much for watching. We're just under 3,000 subscribers, but in the next video I'm going to be giving something away, and it's pretty cool. So if you're not a subscriber, you will probably want to be, because you're going to miss out on the next video. So as always, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.
We've tried to mimic that footage that you've just done with the Spotlight manually.
It's
No
crazy.
hope whatsoever. That is absolutely amazing, and it's my next investment for sure.
Well, give us a shout, you know where we are.
I certainly do.
I'm sure we'll look after you. But no, it's it just shows you how clever these drones are. It doesn't matter how good you are as a pilot. I don't think, well, unless you're super skilled, well, I'm the best drone pilot in England.
Well, you are, but
and,
I don't think you can
and
match
I can't
that.
do that.
That looks much more serious than the drone I have, which is a Mavic 2 Pro.
Mavic 2 Pro, yeah.
That looks a much more serious professional bit of kit.
Good thing about this, it's micro four third lens, so the detail it captures, and it'll be 6K. So we'll output this video at 4K, but some of the shots will be shot at 6K, so you know it'll look really
impressive.
nice. So
And we kept it dry.
I know, yeah, it's good.
Tricky out here. There's nowhere to land it other
It's
than on the
quite
boat.
bumpy, but to be fair, I was amazed. I didn't take, you know, it took me a little while to catch it, to be fair. But at least it's back. My son Tom and Harrison, all Archie and all the team will be pleased with me that I got it back in one piece. But as I say, it's not worth risking the equipment, is it?
No,
You know,
no, definitely
the
not.
sun's not going to come out. I think we've got some really good shots. And, you know, we're doing a little edit for your socials as well. So
No,
look
listen,
out for Mick's
great
socials.
afternoon, thanks very much. I will say, Mark's looking a bit green now with seasickness. We better head
That's
in.
right, yeah.
We better go.
I think Dave's the one that's gone green.
Oh, Dave.
But no, really fun day. And thanks for your support of everything anyway.
Hey, thanks for coming out.
You're a
It's
gentleman,
pleasure.
sir.
I'll do anything for you, Mark. It's a special friendship.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Mick. See you later. Lay down.
Yeah, they're down.
Didn't feel like it was going anywhere, did it?
Ah, it's cavitating. Give it a handful. That's better.
Mick, I want this boat. This is
Now you're
mental.
talking.
Oh, this is amazing.
So you've got your speed here. Keep it to about 26, something like that.
Oh, sorry. Very sensitive throttle, isn't it? That's the hard wrenches here, isn't it?
Yeah. It's quite choppy out here. This boat just makes
Yeah.
no meal of it at all. It's got a very sharp V at the front and about on the stem.
It's a lovely thing, Mick,
Cuts through
isn't it?
the
Has
rough
it got
water.
also stabilisers as well?
Yeah, they're on the right hand side.
So is that on now?
Press the button.
Well, this one?
Yeah, any part of the
Sorry.
no, lower. Yeah,
This
that
one.
one. To the right. Push that thing to the right. That's it. Yeah, they're working. They're on.
Mate,
Hey?
it's more substantial, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lobster pot there. Is that alright? Go through here.
Yeah. There should be another one to that somewhere.
Get the lines for you.
Stern line, if you don't mind.
Stern line, yeah.
We'll get that secured and then do the bow
The
line.
stern line's the back, isn't it?
It's the back. Yeah. The blunt bit.
This is so nice. A beautiful thing.
It's quite a tight berth to get into.
Yeah, they are really tight, aren't they? So
got-
what we're going to do, Mick, we're going to put you on the video parking the boats. There's no pressure.
Okay. I'll close my eyes.
And what's it, 38 foot?
Yeah.
And you've probably got half a metre either side. And the River Arun's flowing at 3 or 4 knots?
At this sort of state of tide, it's probably 3 or 4 knots.
3 or 4 knots?
At full flow, it's doing 6 knots.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. Second fastest flowing river in the country. So we're going to spin it round.
But them controls are so easy to use, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
So it's a shaft driven, but this has obviously got 2 engines. Is a shaft easier to? Is a shaft easier to?
A shaft-driven
Manoeuvre.
boat is a completely different ball game.
Yeah.
What we can do here, one engine in forward, one in reverse, and then a bit of bow thruster, and get you around a bit quicker.
Yeah.
What you have to remember with this boat is there's a lot of boat behind you.
Yeah, the swim platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 2 outboards, which actually on this model you can't see from here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of guesswork.
This Garmin system's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 16-inch Garmin display with radar,
fenders are out,
sounder
aren't they?
charts. Yeah, fenders are out.
So I get the stern first, yeah?
Stern first, please.
Fine.
Nice and tight onto the cleats.
Yeah.
Just a few figures of 8
Yeah, yeah.
will hold it in place for now.
No pressure at all, Mick, now. You're under no pressure at all, mate.
I'm not. The berth always looks smaller than it should do.
The only good thing is because the boat's so heavy, it moves quite slowly, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's fairly docile in that respect.
Where is the front line, Mick?
It's here on the midships cleat.
Mick, and now the sun's come out. And now the sun's come out.
Typical.
Can we go again? Can we go again? And now the sun's come out. You've got about a metre at the back. No, you haven't. You'll have less than that. You know, you're fine, you've got about a metre.
Cool, I've done this before, haven't I?
You can tell Mick's done this before. Oh,
So figure eight at the back. Back
what's
one
the front
first.
one? Oh, what's the back one first?